What up YouTube, it's your boy Jerdough back in here with a new video, and today I'm gonna do a little different video for y'all, and I'm gonna actually do a little story time about when me and my friends was at ComplexCon a few weeks ago. Long story short, a lot of shit happened, so bear with me on this video. I'm gonna show little clips in and out throughout the whole video, what we did during the time, because I took some clips while there. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Had to adjust that camera angle. So let's start with day one. The first day we drove up there, I believe it was a Friday morning. It was me, my boy TJ, our boy Rayshawn, our boy Awet. On the way there, the Travis Scott lows dropped and we all took an L. But it was cool because we was on the way to ComplexCon. So you know, we was like, oh, one L now, we're gonna take dubs later. So we drive, we get through Cincinnati, Indiana, all that shit, and we arrive in Calumet City, because my grandma's from Calumet City. First thing we did, we stopped to get some Harold's. That shit slapped. If you never had Harold's and you have been to Chicago, you tweaking. If you haven't been to Chicago, go to Chicago and get Harold's. But besides that, we got our food, niggas was chilling, and we was good. We decided we wanted to camp out, but also we didn't want to camp out because niggas was tired. So we woke up at like, I want to say like 5 in the morning. Niggas got ready and everything. We drove down there. We were supposed to Uber or Lyft, but that's besides the point. We drove down there, and luckily me and Awet actually worked for a parking garage company. So when we got down there, we actually seen that the event location was one of our garages. So of course, we finagled our way in there for the free parking, always. We got that free parking and everything, and then here's where the crazy thing is. We walked inside, and that line was ridiculous. Y'all see that shit? As you see, niggas don't know how to act, niggas running. And you know what's crazy? The early access people got the Atmos store shut down. If you all don't know what Atmos is, it's basically customized shoes by a professional company, and niggas be geeking over them in the sneaker world. I personally don't, because I can give a fuck. But niggas got that booth shut down in like 10 minutes before the event actually opened with the pre-sale people and the early VIP people. So we got there, saw the Atmos line was dead, because that shit stretched from the one side of the venue to the whole other side of the venue. That's when we just first got there. So through exploring things, saw Takashi Murakami walking around, and every time this nigga walked around, he had a fucking crowd of people behind him. Now, and within the story, I have a little redemption story that I'm actually gonna talk about half of right now. So anyway, while we were there during the first day, the event was crazy and everything. Everybody had fun their first day. Not everybody got what they wanted, because when you go to ComplexCon or an event like that, you have to know mentally what you want and what you want to go for. There's no or you're gonna miss out on it, period. But actually, while we were there the first day, we actually, well, I got caught and I took an L, unfortunately. This old nigga come up to me like, hold on, I can't find 3 bottle caps. But anyway, he pulled up on me and my friends with 3 card Monty. If you don't know what that is, it's basically when they have like 3 cards or like 3 bottle caps with something underneath, or you're looking for a specific card, and you know, they do the sleight of hand trick. They move them around. After they move around, which one is it? You pick it, you get money. The first thing he did, well, first thing his friends or his group of people he was with did, they walked over toward our group and said, are y'all from here? Now, that set red flags off in our heads, but at the same time, he was already approaching us. As soon as we said, niggas start walking over. So they walk over, he pull out the board, and boom, 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 boom. Dude A, now that I think about it, he was more than likely with him. He bet on 1 card, he got it wrong. Another random person came up and they was like, is it that one? No. I actually seen it, because I was peeping. I had peep game, so I was like, it is that one right there. And I was right. So he was like, oh, here's $20, get you some lunch. Free $20. Shit, that was easy. And that's where he got my ass. So then he do it again. Boom, 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 boom. Dude on the side, I got 200 on this one. I'm like, He flipped it up, got 200 instantly. $400 back in his pocket. I'm like, damn, niggas making money doing this shit. Okay, okay. Next one. I followed that motherfucker hard. I'm talking about oh yeah, I got your ass. I ain't never been so quick to spend $100 in my fucking life. It don't make no damn sense. As soon as he said I'm dropping money and shit. My niggas can tell y'all I'm dropping money. I'm $100. First dude who was with him, he picked the wrong card. Boom, I knew that was wrong. I'm like, all right, cool. It's not that one, it's that one, because I just seen him do the shit. So boom, picks the one I think it is. Now, I believe he cheated. When they do that sleight of hand shit, they do it so quick that you don't really peep it. But I actually peeped it. But I wasn't thinking about it at the time. I'm just thinking, oh damn, he just flipped the thing up. But basically what he did was, the last two cups, it was obviously under one of those cups. It was originally in the middle cup. Now, I'm not just saying this because I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, it should have been the middle cup. No, it was 100% in the middle cup. But what happened was, when he went to go lift it, he like waved his hand over it, but it was all so seamless in one motion. So he said, boom, knocked that one over to the other one and picked it up. You don't understand how fucking salty I was, nigga. And the craziest thing is, which let me kind of know that I got fleeced, they dipped sat. They ain't try to take no more money. They ain't ask no more questions. They talking about, and we're up out of here. Dips the other way, and I'm just like, I just lost $100, and I ain't buying shit else today. That's basically how my day went. But my niggas copped a whole bunch of shirts and shit. And also, the night of the first day, Juice WRLD performed, and that shit was turned. But what I don't, one thing I will say is a con about ComplexCon is that when they bring people to perform, niggas don't be trying to get turned and hyped for the artist. They just be like, oh, I'm fresh today, I don't want to get my shit stepped on or dirty and all that. But at the same time, fuck that. If you really a fan of someone's music and they performing, you not gonna give a fuck that you got on some nice shit. First day was fun. I got fleeced, but I like to see, I've seen everything I needed to see, and I had an idea for what I wanted to come back for the second day. Because like I said in the first place, when you go to somewhere like ComplexCon or like SneakerCon or anything, know in your head what you want. So the second day is the livest day, simple as that. What a lot of people, well, what we weren't expecting, was expecting the same lines and everything like it was the first day. When in reality, the second day, we got there a little bit later, because the first day we got there like 7, 8 a.m. and the event started for the early access at 9 a.m. and it started for the general admission at 11. We got there that early and we still missed out on a whole bunch of shit. But the second day, we had it kind of feeling like, it's not gonna be as turned, we hope. So second day, we were right. It was actually way more tame. It was less people. I actually got a picture with Niles. In the first day, I got a picture with Spice Adams. I got a video with him. I said video. I got a picture with him. But the second day, we walked in there. Me and my boy Yawet actually tried the Hot Ones Challenge. If you don't know what that is, they have a YouTube channel too. On First We Feast, get celebrities. They try these hot ass wings and they answer questions. We tried the hot ass wing.
Hot ones, you feel me? What finished this shit? He said that shit was easy. He said easy mode. Adam talking about, hold on.
That bitch was hot. So after that, we came back inside. Me and my boy Yawet went half on a Lyrical Lemonade from Cole Bennett. That shit's fire. It's expensive as fuck though. They just put them up on their website and that's clutch, but when we were there, that was the only ones that existed at the time. They dropped at ComplexCon, so that was some good ass lemonade, but that shit was $15 for a case of 4 cans. Now, don't get me wrong, you pay for it because of the name and the souvenir value and all that, but it's still lemonade. But they lowered the price now. It's like $12.50 for 4 cans, but the shipping $10. But they trying to move it to stores, so I'm not gonna buy any more of that shit until it may become a stores, because it was some good ass lemonade. I'm not even gonna cap on it. That lemonade was good as fuck. I'm not gonna go as far as saying it's the best lemonade I ever had in my life, but top 3 facts. It's better than Minute Maid, and that's a lot for some people. It's better than Country Time. I know that's a lot for some people, but yeah, that shit fire. But continue with the second day. Since we started early, we knew what we wanted to do. We had plans for what we wanted to do because they had a different event panel set up for the event. One of the event panels was Full Size Run. If you don't know what Full Size Run is, shit, I'm referring to a whole bunch of pop culture shit that people my age or people who are in tune with social media and shit should know about, but I'm not gonna put it past anyone who don't know about it. So Full Size Run is a podcast where they talk about basically sneakers, culture, news, usually centered around shoes or something like that, or something of that lining. And they actually had a live session with Allen Iverson. Now, for those who don't know me, Allen Iverson is my favorite basketball player of all time, flat the fuck out. Wanna know why? That nigga was short and he was getting niggas busy. He was doing the work. He was breaking niggas. He the only nigga that I know of that had a big enough name and broke Mike.
This week. Because I admitted to taking photos of my shoes and putting them on Instagram and then reselling them.
So we sitting there with a panel with him. The actual episode of the panel is up now, and you can see the wild shit that happened during it. But anyway, we sitting in the panel. It said it's 1:30 to 2 o'clock, I believe. We get in. When we was waiting in line to get in, niggas was salty because like the group behind us, that's what a person in front was like, and everyone behind him is slow basically. We got in, we got our seats, we got good seats. We listening to them talk, you know, AI giving his answers, you know, whatever. We chilling. And next thing I know, I peeped something out my peripheral because my nigga Tim was on the side, nigga I was on my left. I peeped something on his phone. I saw a little Twitter notification. Now, we don't put on notifications for Twitter at any time. Need I mind you, these shoes were rumored to drop at this event. I knew it, but I didn't know it because I'm like, I'm not gonna get them. I never get the chance to get any of these shits, so fuck it, I'm not gonna get these shoes. But I peep back over, same notification pop up on his phone. Next thing I know, they opening the sneakers app. So I'm like, hold on, what y'all doing? Then I peeped another person, like the next person over from my nigga. He peeped my nigga's phone when he was opening up the sneakers app. And he looked at his homie. He talking about Fear of God's just dropped. Fear of God's just dropped. Fear of God's just dropped. In case you don't know, Fear of God's, they're created by Jerdough, who did a collab with Nike. Shoes are fire. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I first seen them, I'm like, but it's the whole hype factor. So you know, these shoes just dropped at ComplexCon. It's the only exclusive drop you can get here. So when I say niggas really start getting up and leaving this Full Size Run, I'm just looking like, oh shit, niggas really bout this. What's going on? What I didn't know, it was a stash drop. And in case you don't know what a stash drop is, a stash drop is when you're in a certain city, and Nike has this, I believe, in not even 10 locations, but one of the major locations they do a lot of stash drops is in Chicago. This is where at ComplexCon, of course, it was gonna drop. So it had us go to like parking lot A or whatever. My nigga Alwet got up. I'm like, oh, we going? He's like, come on, nigga. So I got up, and we know that as soon as we walk out the event, at least, I bullshit you not, I'm not even exaggerating, I'll probably find a clip of what we seen, cause I couldn't get it myself, cause I had the sneakers app open trying to get the shoe. See, it's like niggas sprinting, trying to get to wherever this spot was, and I'm sitting there goofy right there with them, talking about I'm not jogging full sprint like them because I'm not that much geeking, but I'm just trying to see this shit happen. You feel me? What the fuck? These niggas really out here tweaking. About 3/4 of the way there, it showed me like the shoes and basically everything, and it had me confirmed and everything, and basically all I needed to do is get to where the location said, which was maybe a block over or so. And I noticed I seen a little price tag. That bitch said $350 for a pair of shoes. First of all, not only, cause I only went up there with like $500 because I was only expecting to cop a few little shirts or whatever, get some souvenir shit to come back home. But nah, nigga, that shit was $350. I'm like, starts walking back in. See, I sprinted like the rest of the crowd, but I wasn't like haul-assing it. But I'm a short, small, fast nigga, so I got there pretty quickly. So I went back, I started walking back, cause I'm like, hey yo, Alwet, these hoes 350. I mean, I doubt I'ma hit on them, but if I do hit on them, I'm not trying to drop 350 for real, for real. And he was like, I'm not gonna hold you, do it. So I was like, you know what, I'ma go. So I turned around, ran my ass back to the location, and I actually got there on time. Now on the phones, it had a little percentage meter telling you how many pairs they had left, like percent-wise. So when I got there, it was like 70% or less left in that location, but they had 2 locations. We came to the close location. That one only had like 70% left, and it was constantly dwindling. But when I hit the I'm here button, it gave you the option to buy the shoe. So you know, I don't want it, but let me buy this shoe, cause I already know. Now, for you niggas who care about the shoe game, as far as y'all don't like resellers, I'm sorry, but it makes sense to be a reseller in today's game, because if y'all want to be honest, it's y'all fault who be geeking over these shoes so fucking hard that niggas really feel like they could jack up the price and you niggas still pay for it. That's not my fault that I'm reselling it because y'all want the shoe and y'all paying, y'all trying to pay extra for it. So I'm just making my come up. So I got the shoe. And that what's crazy is so many niggas there was salty, bro. Obviously, unfortunately, I couldn't record any of this because I didn't have my camera that I have now, which is another reason why this video took so long. I needed a new camera charger. Took a long ass time for me to get it. Finally got it. So I came up on these fear guys. Our nigga Ray Sean was he was big hurt because him and his boy, they actually got there before me. And when they tried to put in their shit was tweaking, but my shit went buttery smooth like it was any other drop you could do on this website. I came up on these. At this time, it's like 145, because need I mind you, the shoes, I'm lying. Earlier, I said the event started at 1:30. It actually started at 1 o'clock. And the shoes dropped at 1:30. So by the time we get back, it's like only 1:45, because like when I say it's a quick drop, it's a go get it, you get there, you get out. So that's what I did. Also, I almost got caught on 3-car Monty again, but I ain't bite this time. Anyway, I get back in, we go back inside. I'm looking for my niggas to show them what happened, because my nigga Alwet was near me. Like, he didn't get there right when I got there, because like I said, I sprinted and I got there quick, but he got there eventually. He struck out on getting his. I'm just trying to meet up with all my niggas at this point, because I'm like, my nigga, I just copped these fear guys. And Jerdough was there too. Like, so at that point, I really wanted to picture one at that point on some hype beast shit, to be honest, because I have nothing against him, but I'm also not familiar with him that much either. My nigga Tim actually got a picture with him. He was familiar with him and all that. But I was so motherfucking hyped, and so were they, except for Ray Sean. Ray Sean was salty that I got him, because he wanted them too, for the same reason I got resale. We noticed that, like, basically once we got there, like I said, it was pretty dead, but it wasn't dead. So if you wanted something, you could just hit up any line or something and just wait 20-30 minutes, you got you whatever you wanted, basically. So they did that a little bit, and we left the event, because need I mind you, the event lasts from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. with performances in and out in different events throughout, spread out, besides the shopping around. We decided, okay, we actually gonna leave, and we're gonna check out some other shit around Chicago, because I have family that live in Chicago. I've had family in Chicago all my life, and I always come up to Chicago, but when I was younger, I didn't really do much. It was more so I came up to Chicago and stayed with my grandparents, and we went to like places with them, but we didn't actually go and explore the city of Chicago. So that's what me, Alwet, and Tim did. Ray Sean stayed back. He basically ended up riding back home to Cincinnati with his other friends. We drove there. We probably should have lifted there, because we didn't think about parking. We didn't think about none of that shit. But we went down there. I got some clips of what we seen down there. First store we hit up when we hit downtown, we hit up the MCA store. Now, honestly, I didn't know that MCA was like a contemporary art museum. I just thought it was just some brand or some shit, because again, I'm hip to the to the hype beast and sneaker game, but at the same time, I don't look too deep into it, because a lot of the sneaker game is impossibles, or it's almost like working a second job as far as how much you gotta geek if you really want something. And that's actually something I learned about ComplexCon. For all you whoever tried to cop something online when it first come out and to see it sold out within minutes, ComplexCon was literally a visual site representation of niggas geeking. Like, when I say niggas be sprinting, pushing people, they don't give a fuck because they want a piece of clothing or some shoes. That shit wild. We get to MCA. I didn't buy nothing from there. And also, we didn't even get to see the fucking exhibit, bro. Because Virgil, if you don't know who Virgil is, Virgil Abloh, creator of Off-White. He's I believe he's like the creative director at fucking Louis Vuitton. Big fashion nigga. If you don't know him, you off the face of the earth anyway. But anyway, he had an exhibit there, and it runs from, I believe, like June 22nd to like September 22nd. So if anybody is going up Chicago or anything before September 22nd, you can go to the MCA museum and go see the exhibit for maybe $15. I believe it was only $15. But ComplexCon gave us these little vouchers to go to the store. Tim and Aweb bought clothes. They bought like $150 shirts. My budget wasn't in the way for that, but I hit on these Fear of God, so I'm happy. And we just basically started walking around the little area, because the little area was like a fucking shopping mall area. It had like big ass stores of single things. Like, it had a big ass Nike store, a big ass Columbia, big ass H&M, big ass everything. We stopped inside Uniqlo. I got some stuff from my wife there. So yeah, we jogged around the city till about 5:30ish, because we wanted to come back to ComplexCon because Schoolboy Q was performing the second night. The first night had like Lucky X, Juice WRLD, and LMA. I only cared about Juice WRLD, so I only went to see Juice WRLD. Second day had Someone, Rick Ross, and Schoolboy Q. I didn't care about the Rick Ross. I wanted to see Schoolboy Q. We came back in time. Rick Ross was still performing, so we went in the pit and just waited already. Schoolboy Q came out.
I'm trying to see something, bro. I've been doing some turned up shows, and I can see this is just for the money tonight. What the fuck is going on? What's up? We gon' come and say it with no fake. That hard. Gotta know my, no role model, that's what kid mops. Gotta know my, let that shit rock up. Hey, I got that water. Yeah, I got that water. I got that water. Yeah, I got that water. I got that water. Yeah, I got that water.
Great performance, but like I mentioned before, niggas don't want to be hyped when they fly, and that's zoning in a way. Cause even Schoolboy Q, he peeped it himself. Now that's a problem if the artist who performed in front of you can see y'all and he telling y'all, damn, y'all niggas ain't turned. Y'all niggas dressed too nice to turn up, huh? So you know what he did? He kicked it back to some slow shit, which I don't mind, cause I fuck with Schoolboy Q wholesomely. So he kicked it back to some old shit, you know, I'm vibing with it. But he also tried to turn it up a little bit, but nobody really was hyped on it. So after we left ComplexCon, cause we left like right after the Schoolboy Q, maybe see a few more people. We seen Cole Bennett again. We seen Cole Bennett a couple times. Like, and that's the crazy thing. Like, when you see famous people in person, you kind of forget they're famous because it's just another nigga. As simple as that. See Cole Bennett casually just walk by with his Jesus sandals on. That's when I got my picture with Niles. It was at the end of the event. Just he chilling, just talking with his girl. I'm like, hey bro, I fuck with your content. Could I get a quick picture with you? Sure. But yeah, that was day 2. So then, after that, we was like, we're not trying to go back, but it is definitely Sunday night. So what can we do? We just drove down to one of the beaches. If you didn't know, Chicago got hella beaches because it's right on Lake Michigan. I believe it's on another lake too. So we went down there, chilled about a pier at night. That shit's nice, yo. Like, if you don't got no money and you ever in Chicago and you just want to do something, see some nice sights, see the city, just go down to one of the beaches and chill down there. You can see the city at a distance. That shit nice, and it was nighttime, so we seen with the lights on. I also got a picture of that. We chilled there for a bit, went back to my grandma's house, drove back here. That's the gist of the story. Hope you all enjoyed and stayed through this whole video, watch the video. I'm definitely going to ComplexCon Chicago next year. I need it. I'm gonna be better prepared. I know what to look for going into it, but like I said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I've been meaning to upload this earlier, but here it is now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And it's been your boy Jerdough, and we out.